100% like they're there, but I understand who he is as a person.
Thank God.
It doesn't bother me any. I love my father to death.
Okay.
And this is an ode to him. And it's an ode to young women and men who want to connect with their fathers and oftentimes don't get a chance because of what their mother is harboring in their hearts about these men. And I just wanna address that because it's very important to have a father in your life.
And I want to ask you a couple of questions.
You made me cry.
Listen to me. In the days and times we live in now, man, it's more prevalent for a child not to have a father.
Yeah.
So for you to make something like that, that's real inspirational.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm digging that Talibah. Yeah. It's going down. Exactly. The bombers in the building. Look out. There you go. See.
There you go.
See.
Jay Loud, the funny man.
Yeah.
He's in the building, man. He's cracking up, man. The world famous World Star. We just got through playing World Star for Mama.
Right.
So she was on World Star. So we're gonna let her elaborate in a few minutes. But I want to ask you a couple of questions.
Okay.
When and how did you discover your passion for writing these short stories?
Man, my mother used to take us to the Dallas Zoo.
Okay.
And she would perform these fables, these folk tales for the kids about the animals. I remember one was about this baby leopard and how the baby leopard got his spots. And my mom has a really high-pitched voice, and she always used to do storytelling. And she would take us and put us on stage and make us tell the stories too.
Like going to church every Sunday.
It was exactly like that. And ever since then, like I've always had a love for writing. And I wrote a lot of poems and I wrote a lot of stories, and I just wanted to tell the stories of the people around me. It first started out with us being on stage with my mom, performing these folktales and fables, and not even knowing like how it was connected.
Right.
But once I figured out what my true passion was, I was like, oh, that's what all of that meant, and that's why I'm doing it.
So then, see, because some people, so this wasn't something that kind of like when you was young, you was in high school, you decided this is what I wanted to do type thing?
High school helped. When I was in high school, someone came to my school and they had 2 scripts, Titanic and something else, and they were like, you can make money doing this. Like people who write these scripts, they make money doing this. And I was like, for real? I could tell my story like that. Yeah. And then I saw The Matrix, and after that I was blown. Like,
Neo blew your mind.
Neo blew my mind. We talked about The Matrix for like 3 hours after that movie, and I was like, I want to do this to somebody. I want to make somebody talk about my film for 3 hours, for 10 days after, for 2 years after. I want to make something that lives in their heart forever.
Okay. So what if somebody went and bootlegged your short film?
Now listen,
Would you do that?
I don't play that.
Everybody on YouTube, don't play.
Somebody went and bootlegged.
I will come find you.
No bootleg.
Don't bootleg.
Already.
Don't play.
Tell us about your latest projects, some of the things you got coming up.
All my stuff has to do with men. Men
Why
and
is that?
daddies.
Why is that?
Young boys. I have 3 brothers.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It's something I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah.
But my next project is about a guy who actually he grew up in Texas and partially Oklahoma. And he was a high school dropout.
Yeah.
And he was also a wrestler in high school. And he was kind of being used by the system to wrestle, and they didn't really care about his education. And so they placed him in special ed from the time he was in 3rd grade all the way until he left the school. And he couldn't get out. Like, once you get in special ed, I don't know if people know about this, but once you're placed in special ed, you can't like transition out back into the normal educational system.
General population.
Your certificate is special ed.
Yeah.
And so he struggled with that. He dropped out, and he tried to find himself in the streets. He went to juvenile, and then he ended up, kind of having a come to God moment where he was like, oh, this is my purpose. I need to go back because I really do care about education, and I care about educating myself as a black man and not defining myself through sports, even though that was the way that he just like dealt with life. He was just like, I'm a wrestle. He was like, I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna fight you.
You know what? He sounds for me. His name ain't Nuck Nuck, is it? It ain't Nuck Nuck, is it?
No, it's not Nuck Nuck. And this is a feature-length film, so this is a full movie.
Oh, this is
about
so. How do you
do
you have anybody that kind of co-write with you, or do you come up with all this yourself?
With these two stories I came up with by myself, I do have a co-writer, but it's mainly people that I bounce my ideas off of.
Okay.
Because I found that nobody really connects with the things that I've experienced in my life in Texas and the South, like in the way that I experienced it. So I might as well just use them as
So these stories just kind of come from inspiration and what you what you see and what you're going through around you. Okay, that's dope, man. That's dope.
Talibah has her own swag in the movie business. That's what I'm talking about. You ain't made it till you made it the movie money, cause your check be long as I-35. Checks be long, baby. That's real. Let me get your number, folks. Yeah, cause you can't forget about the little people.
You want to act?
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay.
Hey, that's
connections.
Now, see what I'm saying?
I've been dying to make a movie in Texas, and I still have a thesis to make as my final requirements for Columbia. So I might come back to Texas and make.
Hold that thought. We got a new. Hold on. Hold that thought. We're gonna come back with her in a few minutes. We got a new one by T-Pain and Lil Wayne called Bang 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 Bang. This you. Say loud. Bang Bang Bang.
Keep that on the low.
Let's go down. Dallas Xplosion Radio. Turn it up. Let's go.
I've done a bootleg movie before. I got killed early.
Your mama still got that hurt like that. After they told her about that girl, she still going.
She got that loaded flower.
They started her as an old folks, babies.
You got that lotus flower bomb. See that right? How many hits you
still got your hurt like that. They don't find that ball. You ain't letting it go, is it?
It's my personality now. And
That's
if
right.
everybody see me, they be trying to come a certain way. I'll be like, wait a minute, think about what you're going to ask me first before you ask me.
There you go.
Oh, it's pretty.
That new bomb.
Hey, what's the number?
You are so beautiful. 214-432.
What is it? 5032?
Yeah.
Isn't she beautiful?
Yes, she is. My room.
I'm laying you down, baby. I'm laying you down.
I put a picture of her.
Hey, Talibah, since we were late, go ahead and give us a lowdown. Give us your name, where you from, because we missed that part because we were a little bit late.
Even though you can't hear me?
We can hear you. Come on with it. We're running live right now. Look, everybody. We're trying to do an interview and she over here texting. What are you texting?
Wait,
what his name is?
I'm trying to show my mom a picture.
Right.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Talibah Newman. And
So nice. He's just